Imagine this. You're at a coffee shop. You glance at the menu and choose a cappuccino over a latte. It feels like your choice, right? But what if I told you that every preference, every decision, was orchestrated long before you even walked through the door? What if free will, the cornerstone of human pride, is just a story we tell ourselves? Free will is one of the most sacred assumptions of modern life. We praise personal responsibility, celebrate ambition, and shame failure, all based on the belief that people are in control of their choices. But what if this control is an illusion? In this video, we will dive deep into the philosophical battlefield between determinism and libertarian free will, exploring the ideas of Sam Harris, Immanuel Kant, and Arthur Schopenhauer. Expect clear examples from real life and history, thought experiments, and a deeper philosophical inquiry into whether the you that decides ever truly existed at all. Determinism is the view that every event, including every human decision, is the inevitable result of preceding events and natural laws. Imagine a line of dominoes falling. Each domino is knocked over by the one before it. Determinists argue human actions are no different. Think of genetics and upbringing. Studies show that children's political leanings, risk tolerance, and even preferences for certain foods correlate strongly with inherited traits and environmental exposure. According to twin studies, about 50% of personality traits are heritable, while much of the rest is influenced by environment, leaving little room for a self-created will. Sam Harris, a leading voice in neuroscience and philosophy, argues that if we step back for just a moment, it becomes obvious. You can't choose what you'll choose next. Thoughts simply appear in consciousness. You are not the author. In other words, you don't control the thoughts that arise, you simply witness them. Not everyone concedes so easily. Libertarian free will insists that people can make truly free, independent choices, even if they're influenced by outside forces. Historical example. Immanuel Kant argued that while the world operates under causal laws or determinism, human beings are also citizens of a noumenal realm, a realm of pure reason beyond physical laws. In his view, we are moral agents precisely because we have freedom. Without free will, concepts like responsibility or justice would be meaningless. Picture someone standing at a crossroads. To the left lies personal comfort, but at the cost of betraying their values. To the right there's difficulty, but it preserves their integrity. Kant would argue that it's the moral law within, not random brain chemistry or societal pressure, that enables the individual to choose the right path. In the 19th century, Arthur Schopenhauer offered a chilling synthesis. He believed we have some control over how we act, we can do what we will, but not over what we desire in the first place. We cannot will what we will. You might resist eating a slice of cake because you value health. But why do you value health? You didn't invent that preference. It arose through upbringing, experiences, fear of death, or a biological inclination towards self-preservation. In Schopenhauer's words, the will itself, the deep primal force that moves us, is blind and beyond conscious control. Modern neuroscience increasingly sides with determinism. Libet's experiments in the 1980s found that the brain shows activity related to a decision before the person is consciously aware of making that decision. The brain's readiness potential was detected up to 7 seconds before subjects reported deciding to press a button. This suggests that what we experience as choice may be post hoc storytelling, our consciousness rationalizing a decision that was already made unconsciously. If free will is an illusion, do we lose morality, justice, hope? Present-day scenario. Consider the criminal justice system. If actions are determined by biology and environment, should we punish offenders as though they chose to be evil, or focus entirely on rehabilitation and prevention? Example: Norway's prison system leans toward the rehabilitative model and boasts one of the world's lowest recidivism rates at about 20%, compared to the U.S. quote, SS 70%. Perhaps acknowledging the complexity behind bad choices creates a society that is more humane and more effective. Every time you deliberate, you are standing on layers of invisible causes stretching back centuries: genetics, evolution, childhood, culture. Whether you sip that cappuccino, start a business, or end a relationship, it feels personal. But behind the curtain, the gears of biology and history grind onward. In the grand theatre of life, we may not be the playwrights we imagine ourselves to be, but maybe, just maybe, recognizing this illusion grants us the one kind of freedom that matters most: the freedom to be more compassionate, more curious, and more forgiving, both to others and to ourselves.